PAX Unplug is minutes away. And because of that, it's time to start thinking about how we're going to qualify for Worlds. There's two ways we're going to qualify for Worlds right now. There is the Team World Championships, which will qualify 48 players, the top 16 players in that team qualifier. And then there's a singles after that for the rest of the players, where the top 50% of whatever's left from Team Worlds will compete for those last couple spots. Now, what I do want to focus on is attempting to share as much information as I can going towards PAX Unplugged in regards to the team sealed process. The reason for that is that it's a very good, strong sealed environment that can help you and two other people get qualified early and have fun doing it. So as you saw with Amber and I, when Amber and I did an unboxing, if you haven't, feel free to pause and go back to our Secret Wars Battle World unboxing. We spent a little bit of time building teams based on the team sealed format. And what that is you get 6 packs of sealed Heroclix product between 3 people. And then you open all 6 of those packs, pool them together. This is an important part. You pool them together and you build 3 different teams for each player to use in singles competition. So what will happen is there will be an A player, B player, C player. And each person is going to have a team. And if I'm team 1 and I have an A, B, and C, and you're on team 2, you're going to have a player A, B, and C. Our A's are going to play against each other, our B's are going to play against each other, and our C's are going to play against each other. Very simple process. But what will happen is if 2 of my team win, and if at least two players on my team win their games, my team has won. It doesn't matter if the third player won or lost. So sometimes a player can have a couple, like each player on the team can generally have a bad game, while if the other 2 are still winning, you can do very well in this tournament, as you can imagine. I've had a couple people carry me. I've also carried a couple people. It's happened. So it's a very varied format as well, and this is the part I want to kind of discuss. 6 packs is 60% of a brick. Now, I want you to imagine what 60% of your brick looked like when you opened Secret Wars. I keep saying Secret World. When you open Secret Wars, what did 60% of your brick look like? It looked like a fair number of commons, fair number of uncommons, a couple rares, but also the very high variation of chases and super rares. Because a brick will generally come with 3 super rares and rares. So in Team World or Team Sealed, you don't want to just focus on one rarity, because when you're focusing on sealed in general, you'll look at the commons and uncommons more than you look at the rares and higher, because there's more instances and occurrences of commons and uncommons for you. Now, that's not to say those are characters you don't want to look at, but you are allowed to look at a higher variation of rares and super rares with some degree of want as a team in Team Sealed. 60% of a brick does give you 6 either rares, super rares, or all of the above and a chase. I mean, it's a very high variation, and that gives you a reasonable amount of what would normally be power characters or, just really good characters. But do still be aware of what you get in the common slot in these sets as well, because sometimes there's those sub-themes that really stand out inside of these sets. As an example, in the Secret Wars Battle World, the Valley is a lower rarity, higher variance, awesome set of characters that do have some characters on the higher rarity, but the lower spectrum is still very solid, especially in the common slot with Sheriff Steve Rogers. He's a very strong common. If you can get 2 of those on a single team, it's not unlikely when you're opening 6 packs, and you can get a lot of potency out of that. What you will find is that you will be able to make more more theme teams. Because this many figures, you're talking about 6 packs, it's 30 figures to work with. And an average Heroclix sealed team is like 5 to 8, we'll say, with the occasional 3 and lower. So you can actually come up with a lot more higher frequency of theme teams. In addition to which, you can get more balanced teams. But there are a couple pitfalls to this format that you kind of have to avoid, and I have fallen victim to in 2 attempts at this format. The first of which is do not build 2 good teams and 1 bad team. You want to try to build at least 3 decent teams, or 1 good team and 1 great team and 2 good teams. But you do want nothing. You should be able to build nothing below bad, nothing in the level of bad. Because what will end up happening is one of these guys up here with the great, good, bad situation. You'll have the great and the good doing fine, but then the great or the good team is playing as a great team, and the great team is playing as a good team, and he ends up losing this game, and you have a bad team. But if you have a team that you're playing against that has 3 at least half decent teams, you're in a bad place, right? So you generally don't want a team to be bad. Do avoid overpowering a singular team. You have to step away from that. This is the hardest thing, because you get 6 packs open and it's very easy to go, this is the team. You don't want that. That's not going to do you any good. Because the teams that excel in this format are the ones that have 3 good teams. And that's the goal, as it were. Another thing is you do want to make sure that the 3 players that you're playing with are able to converse with each other equally. You do not want an alpha personality with 2 non-alpha personalities. I say the alpha, even though the alpha wolf is a fallacy. You want one player, or you don't want one player who is overtly boisterous and overtly commanding of a personality. You want 3 people able to talk to each other as equals, and also 3 people who kind of understand each other's builds. But if you do play on a team with strangers, insert yourself into the conversation. I know we're all nerds, guys. We're all bad at talking to people. We all hate people. Get over it. All right? Just stop, okay? Because if you come up, you're not doing anybody any favors in that situation. Could you pause for me? Oh, and the last super important part to understand is, even though this is competitive, this is the most fun competitive format ever devised by the guys over at WizKids. I have to give them mad kudos for just going forward with this, because I can't think of a single person who plays in this format and says, you know what, I don't like this format. And if you don't like the format, please talk to me. I'll make sure you get a good team. Or a team you can talk to, or people you can talk to as a general whole, because that is a pitfall you'll often run into in that case. But overall, I want everybody to kind of prepare themselves in this. Oh, here's the 4th, and actual biggest pitfall. ABC doesn't matter. Because too many people are like, all right, so who's going to be the good A player? Who's going to be the good B player? Who's the best player for C? Which one are we going to put the bad team on? Get away from that. That goes back to the good, bad team scenario. You want to step away from that. The ABC doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is put the person A who's not going to lose the score sheets. That's the only thing you need to make sure. Make sure person A knows how to fill out all the slips. That's it. That's all there is to it. I played a team with all commons last time. I did fairly well for myself, I think. I lost a couple games for sure. I didn't play particularly poorly in any of the games, but, that's how it goes. So, without anything else to say, I look forward to seeing everybody at PAX Unplugged at the Team Sealed, and I look forward to playing in this format with my friends, or, with 2 friends and another guy. Or with 2 friends still, because we know who I might grab anyway. I've babbled long enough. Team Sealed, awesome format. And I can't stress enough that it might be a good idea, if you know who your team is going to be, pop out to your local game store and grab 6 packs and get some practice. Because practice will make your builds better. Have a good one, guys.